Beneath the veil of mystery that surrounds what Jesus did in the 3 days following his death and before his resurrection, the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John provide us with a narrative of the crucifixion, detailing that Jesus remained on the cross for about 6 hours. In his final moments, he proclaimed, "It is finished," as recorded in John 19:30, marking the end of his earthly journey before surrendering his spirit. Joseph of Arimathea, with Nicodemus's assistance, removed his body from the cross, preparing it for burial. 3 days later, Jesus rose again, demonstrating that body and spirit had reunited, and first appeared to Mary Magdalene, followed by other disciples, until his final ascension. The journey of Jesus during these 3 intriguing days generates fascination and questions. Sometimes referred to as the descent into Hades, this period is explored more through theological interpretations than explicit descriptions in the sacred texts. The biblical narrative is sparing in details about Jesus' actions during this interim. However, it is illuminated by moments like the dialogue between Jesus and one of the thieves crucified alongside him, to whom he assures, "Today you will be with me in paradise," Luke 23:43, suggesting a continuous mission even after death. This rewrite aims to capture the essence of these mysterious days, leaning on theological foundations and traditions to probe the activities and whereabouts of Jesus between his death and resurrection, maintaining interest and curiosity about this fascinating period. After his death, Jesus went to Paradise, also known as heaven, an interpretation supported by his last words, surrendering his spirit to God, an act that symbolizes his arrival in a realm of eternal peace and love. Interestingly, 1 Peter 3:18-20 offers us a glimpse into Jesus' actions after his death, indicating that he proclaimed a message to the spirits who had been disobedient since the days of Noah. The exact nature of this proclamation is a subject of debate, but it does not seem to be an offer of redemption. Considering the statement in Hebrews 2:16 that angels are not eligible for salvation, it is more likely that Jesus declared his victory over the forces of darkness. Ephesians 4:8-10 adds another dimension to this discussion, suggesting that Jesus, after securing salvation, led the righteous of paradise to their final dwelling in heaven, including biblical figures such as Abraham, David, and the thief on the cross beside him. Alternatively, this passage can be interpreted as Jesus' victory over spiritual enemies, marking a triumph over the devil, death, and the curse of sin, culminating in his triumphant ascension. The analogy of Jesus with Jonah, who spent 3 days in the belly of a great fish as per Matthew 12:40, provides a symbolic comparison with Jesus' 3 days in the tomb, underscoring the magnitude of his mission and victory. Although the Bible does not provide a detailed narrative of all the events of these 3 days, Jesus' words promising paradise to the thief on the cross reinforce the certainty of his passage through paradise after conquering death, thus completing his redemptive mission. Different Christian traditions interpret these events in various ways, but the essence remains: Jesus proclaimed his victory and fulfilled his work of redemption. This journey is not just a biblical passage, but an invitation to find hope in the darkest moments, recognizing that even when everything seems lost, dawn is near. Jesus' proclamation to the imprisoned spirits and his leadership of the righteous from paradise to heaven narrate a triumph of good over evil, an eternal victory that inspires us to face our own battles with courage and faith. The story of Jesus in the 3 days of silence is a mosaic of faith, love, and redemption that teaches us about the unshakable strength of the human spirit in the face of challenges. It reminds us that every act of love and sacrifice has the power to transform the world, lighting the darkest paths with the light of hope and renewal. I conclude this account by thanking you for embarking on this journey of reflection and discovery. I invite you to leave your impressions and insights, as each voice adds a new layer of understanding to our community. If this content has touched your heart, consider supporting our mission to spread messages of light and love by subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. May the blessing of inspiration accompany you as we continue to explore the mysteries of faith and existence together.